Hey everyone, Ryan here. So, I haven't released any videos the last 2 weeks. I've been out here in Nebraska. I ended up getting a statewide archery tag, so I've been bouncing around Nebraska looking for something to shoot. Haven't had much luck. My brother also had a tag. He also had a South Dakota pronghorn tag. So, we've been all over the state and trying to get deer or pronghorn up in South Dakota. So the way this hunt went is I came out here a couple days behind my brother. He went to South Dakota. I came down this way. Met a couple from Michigan. I took and sat with them glassing the first evening, and then the following morning they were taking off, so just sat with them. Didn't see much. Continued to hunt that spot. Did see some bucks. My brother came down and took and got a good stock on a big forky, and unfortunately that didn't work out. I got some footage of that. As you can see, my brother's up on the top part of the frame. He's working in to where he thinks the buck was, which is actually on the right side of the frame, because that's where the buck was when he started the stalk. And after he left where you can see the buck, it ended up moving more towards the left side of the frame, where it's going to bust out here shortly. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to see the animal before it took off, and he didn't get a shot on it. Other than that, it was pretty slow. We've seen other deer in that area, but just couldn't get them to bed up where we could find them. So, with my brother having a South Dakota pronghorn tag, we decided to move up along the north so we could hunt deer in Nebraska in the mornings and evenings and run around South Dakota looking for pronghorn in the afternoon. We did see some pronghorn. He got a good stock on one. Thought it was going to work out, and it just fell apart at the last moment. And he couldn't get a good range on it, and unfortunately, it took off. So. Other than that, it's been slow going. A couple bucks here and there, but nothing really to get any footage of. A lot of driving and not many deer. Numbers seem to be down out here. Um, it's just been tough going. So I'll look through some of the footage I got and see if there's anything else that was interesting to show you. As I'm putting this video together and reviewing the footage and thinking back on the hunt, I've got to admit that my primary reason for wanting to go to Nebraska to hunt was initially to harvest an animal, but to see a different landscape and hunt there, and to spend some time hunting with my brother. He was going to be out there, and we were out get up to South Dakota and do some hunting in Nebraska, and had a good time, even though we were unable to harvest. So I've got different footage here of the different landscapes we were able to hunt in. We covered a lot of the state from west to east as we worked our way back home. Landscapes out here are definitely different than back home, and even across the state they're widely varied. So got a couple more hunts planned for this fall. I'll be going to Montana with a pronghorn tag. It's a rifle tag. One of my other brothers will be joining me, and then all three of my brothers and myself will be meeting up in Wyoming to chase deer in Wyoming. So we should have a good hunt there and hopefully have some success. Bring some meat home for the freezer. So there's not a whole lot of footage, so I figured, well, instead of waiting, I just put this one together and get it posted, let you know why it's been a couple weeks since I've got any videos out. Till next time.